Okay, if you're new to the channel, here's how the series works. I'll be going up and down the Commonwealth finding new settlements to rebuild. Part 1, I'll be in charge of making sure the settlement is well fortified from the outside world. Part 2 is where you guys come in. I'll be using your comments to influence what I build within inside the walls. If I like your comment and I feel like it'll add value to the rebuild, then I'll shout you guys out in the video. That way, everything I build within the series is as much my work as it is yours. I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far, and if you're new and want to show your support, please feel free to drop a sub, like the video and comment your ideas below. We've finally made it to arguably one of the best settlements in the game, Starlight Drive-In. I've been so excited to share this one with you guys. I've put in countless hours of building, recording and editing into this video. I had a vision from the get-go of how I wanted it to turn out. So in my mind, I see a massive scrap skyscraper made out of all different types of items with individual districts surrounding the main build. This time I've selected 3 new subscriber comments to help lead the way through this build. The first comment is from Smiley Durango 9508. I hope I've said that correctly. They would like me to build some sort of scrapyard where settlers can come and trade, break down their scavenged items into components and potentially sell them on. Next is Doors to Perception, who would like to see me build a high society area alongside my usual scrappy towns, and I think I know just where to build it. Finally, we have, not gonna lie, I can't pronounce that name, but they said they want to see me build elevated walkways throughout the settlement. All excellent comments, so let's get started. So we're going to start with the main part of this build. I've had this idea for a while now, but I was never sure which settlement to use it on. Starlight just seems like the perfect spot. I want this to look like it's been thrown together over hundreds of years. Inside, I want a multi-level shopfront system, kind of like a shopping with access to the very top section, which is separate for a very good reason. I'm going to try and use as many objects as possible, especially ones that make sense for the location. Cars, buses, sheets of metal, all things you would naturally find around this area. Now that it's all patched up, somewhat watertight, let's have a quick look around. From the inside, it's clear to see it's going to be a massive build. Next, let's move on to the upper section of this skyscraper. I don't want to spoil too much because I'm saving it for the tour, but this section is reserved for the 1%, the high rollers of the Commonwealth. It might not look like much now, but after the decorating, it's going to look amazing. Just wait. There you have it, a fully built scrap skyscraper. I'm definitely going to add some more detail to the exterior, but this will do for now. Before we do, here's a sneak peek into the high rollers area. You can probably imagine what's going to go on up here, but stick around to the end and you'll see in the tour. With the main structure complete, I want to move on to the food and distribution sector. My idea for this area is that the settlement has designated scavengers who go out and bring back items. Alongside this, there is a multi-tier indoor crop farm, producing enough food to sustain the settlement. Now that sector's done, I want to move on to the scrapyard section. This area will be open workshops where people can come and fix their weapons, armour and general gear. It will also be where the settlement crafts its turrets and any other protection it needs. So that's just a rough shell of the area. Now let's focus on the housing sector. This is going to be where most of the settlers will live, unless they own a shop or a stall, since those usually have living quarters attached. I want this to be a multi-tier housing setup, with random houses and rooms stacked on different levels. This place is really starting to take shape. You can see how each sector funnels into the main skyscraper. The last section I want to focus on is the main entrance and the mini market that's attached to it. A few shops here and there. It might not look like much now, but once it's decorated, it will be a thriving hub for the community. Not gonna lie, I absolutely love how this has turned out. Up to this point alone, it's taken me 7 hours, I think. And believe it or not, this is just the shell of the settlement. I haven't even gone to decorate the inside. So that being said, I'm gonna go off camera now and decorate the whole place. Wish me luck and pray my game doesn't crash. Okay, quick update. My game crashed 4 times. I can't decorate any further. I think I've probably done about 60% of what I wanted to do. But yeah, I'll let you guys decide. Anyway, next is the tour. Okay guys, so hope you enjoyed the build video so far. I'm going to show you a quick little tour now. And unfortunately, I couldn't add any more. I feel like this is just a common theme now amongst my videos. My game constantly keeps crashing. But if I'm being, completely honest, I've probably hand placed over 20,000 items. So I understand why the game is absolutely on its knees. You can probably see already that my frame rate is on the floor. So we'll do a quick little run around tour and yeah, see what you guys think. So this is the main entrance into the city of Starlight. Immediately on your right you have a converted bar area. This is where people come and do their trading, settle down for the evening, get their food, get their drink. It's quite a nice little tucked away little area. As you can see, there's just sofas, tables, and a little dining area. As you can see, this main build is absolutely massive. It took a very long time. I'm going to show you the outside first, and then we'll go to the inside and make our way up, because it is a multi-layer building. Moving on to our left, we have a very small market. So these are stalls that people have set up over time. Over here we've got a trader who is not at their station, but this is all the junk they've scavenged and traded. There he is, trying to find his spot. And then this is his little makeshift home. Nothing really to see. Oh, she's in there. So there's a bed, really straightforward. I'm going to try run around this tour a little bit quicker because this is going to be a very long video. Little armour salesman here, tucked at the back. Yeah. Over here we've got a little custom seating area where people are just chilling out. Now this district is the mechanical part, so the warehouses where all the robotics, defences, anything you can think of is being made and manufactured. They're just taking their break. So inside here we've got a small power armour workshop. You can see half built, half scavenged, ready to be added to. Across here, this is our, our turret making warehouse. Again, just a lot of computer motherboards, things like that, things you can tinker with. And here are the finished turrets. Okay, continuing to move around, this is still the same area. Little makeshift steps. These are some of the finished power armors, where people can come and negotiate a price. So this is where regular people can come, ask us to tinker with, change some of their power armor. Again, quite a small, tight area. Okay, moving on out, just lots and lots of storage. Okay, moving on to the residential area. Now this has absolutely killed me because none of the homes are decorated. As I mentioned before, my game is constantly crashing, so I can't even open the build menu properly now. So none of the homes are decorated, but it's come out really nice. I like how it's turned out, all the buildings, all the structures. It's exactly what I've envisioned. All different size homes. Some 1-story, some 2-story. Really depends on the person. So just have a quick look in here. As you can see, there's nothing, and each house is a different shape. So still a residential area, and we've got houses around the back here, including a bus home. Now, moving on to the food and water district. This is what will sustain the settlement. So over here we've got our water purification centre. Not very well protected, but again there are turrets and guards everywhere. Here is our multi-level farming area. No one at work, for some reason they're standing outside, maybe just having a little break. I'll go in there in a minute. And then outside here we've got a few outside crops. When it gets too hot inside, people can come and work out here. So let's have a quick look inside. So this is our corn area. It will go up. Each level has a different crop. This is our mute fruit area. And up top, if I'm not mistaken, it is our potato farming area. So as you can see, probably the 3 most popular foods in the settlement being grown here. And I've had to make it really high and well protected, because from this angle you can see out and over the walls. And the last thing we want is our food supply to get damaged. So carrying on round here, this is the inside of our sorting out area. So I'm not sure if you noticed, but at the front of the settlement there were 2 entrances, one main entrance and then one garage door. And basically this is where traders will come, the people that work for the settlement will come and bring all the things they've scavenged here, and this is how they would make their profit. So we've got some broken down robots, machine parts, tons and tons of boxes, crates, things they've scavenged from Vault-Tec. And then this is obviously the door, very well protected. We've got turrets everywhere. And this leads back to the main kitchen area in the dining room, in the bar area. Cool. So we're officially back to the start. We're now going to have a look inside. Again, I can only apologise. I wanted to decorate it more. I wanted to have stools there. You'll see what I mean. But yeah, my frames tend to hit the floor when I walk in here. So I'm going to walk very slowly and pray the game doesn't crash. So it's quite hard to take in, but there are walkways, there are multi-levels, and there are turrets protecting every angle possible. So let's have a little walk around the ground floor. What I wanted to do was have like shops inside the walls like I've done up here. But again, I can't actually decorate them, which is killing me. Hey ho, maybe next time. I think I do want to get a computer just so I can actually edit and use the mods better, because I think my building ability is fairly good. and I think if I had the correct mods and a console that didn't crash every 2 minutes, I could actually build something pretty cool. So as you can see, this is the ground floor. Literally nothing going on. There's just loads of spaces for shops that obviously would have been decorated properly. And yeah, back to the start. So we'll move up to the next floor. There's one central elevator right in the centre here. We'll go to the second. Oh, never mind. So again, up here, multi-level. Little walkway over here. This would be the entrance to another shop. And then this way you can actually cross over. And my idea for this was to have a little bar, because this actually looks quite nice. Little seating area, maybe drinks with a view. So that's the first floor, or second floor. Onto the third floor. So again, exact same thing. You could come over here. This would have been another shop, or potentially even an apartment, because it does have quite a nice little balcony and it kind of backs onto the residential area. So yeah, this actually would have made more sense to be an apartment, I think. Yeah. Okay. As you can see, we're getting higher and higher. And as we cross over here, just another nice little viewing area. So I would have had some chairs here. Nice little view over the settlement. Oh, I hate it when the settlers get on the roof. Don't know why. And then over here probably would have been another apartment, because yet again it has a nice balcony with a very nice view of the settlement below. And then you've just got steps up here leading to nothing. Nice little view over this multi-level, shopping mall you could call it. We will go to the top floor, and this only has one destination. And this build was inspired by one of the comments. So yeah, it's only one way. I actually really liked their idea. I kind of knew how I was going to build this structure, the skyscraper. I just wasn't sure how to incorporate what they'd suggested. If I'm being honest, I think it's come out really well. But you guys will have to let me know what you think. So we've got scaffolding going all the way up on the outside. Some of our wind turbines. Now inside here, as I mentioned, this is inspired by one of the comments. Little person over there. So what they wanted was like an upper class area where people could come and bet on the boxing, you know, make some money, bet on the poor, and I think this turned out really well. I probably would have liked to add some more lights, maybe like a TV screen up top. But I had this idea to have like the, you know, ringside and then sort of VIP versions up here. So you've got like pallets with chairs. So yeah, even though you are rich, it is still the apocalypse. You know, you're not going to get the best of the best. That being said, here is the very top. So go to the second floor first. This just gives you a bit more of an overview. Again, love this. I think it's turned out really well. Really rated the comment. It has tested my building ability. But yeah, enjoyed it. And finally, for the penthouse, the owner, the wealthiest man in the Commonwealth, here is his or her, because apparently she's up here. Living quarters. Oh, why? Why are they up here? How? Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, this would be the owner. It's very nice, very well decorated. You know, paintings in good condition. A private supply of alcohol. A safe. Some pre-war books that have been damaged. Little office with some cigars. Again, some pre-war books. Some weapons he scavenged along the way to keep him alive, you know, just to get into the position. Obviously there's only 2. Didn't have to do much to survive. Some of his very first clothing. And I was going to put a power arm up here, but I don't know why I haven't. I should probably add to that. And then yeah, just a pre-war bed, nicely made. And as you can see, it's just a very nice view. You're away from the scummy peasants on the bottom. And you are basically in an oasis in the sky. So yeah. Okay guys, there you have it. The finished City of Starlight. This took me, I actually lost track of the hours. I'll have to go back and double check all the footage. I'd estimate 20 plus hours to build this, and as I said at the start, maybe 20,000 hand placed items. It would have been more if my game would allow it. But yeah, anyway guys, I really hope you enjoyed this build. This is 100% my biggest, most ambitious build to date. So please let me know what you thought in the comments. Where would you want to see me build next? Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.